Look at my vertical, baby. Whoa! 2, 3. Pump those quads. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Have I got a treat for you today? This is a monstrously large damage third-person game, and it's a game that's played because so many of you have been asking me to play TPP, right? So here you go, you ask for it, you get it, and that's cool. But remember, if I'm playing TPP, I'm not playing at the top of the leaderboard like I am on FPP. I am playing towards the bottom. But here's some good news. This is the bottom. I treat the competition with a fair amount of disregard. So we do actually have a pretty fun TPP game that involves some fairly wild gunfights and one of the odder final circles that you are going to see. It's not even very final, mate. It's a big circle when the game finishes. Something that I have a big issue with TPP is the peeking. Like, it is so easy to be passive, and especially in a solo versus squad environment, where squads tend to push into the lone guy. I don't know what he was saying there, but he was probably saying, well played, outstanding work. What you find, and I mean this sincerely, is that you can just chug through enormous numbers of people without ever really, like, just look at this. I'm only coming up when I'm ready for a perfect spray. And there's another squad cleared. The poor first guys who dropped. Could you imagine, like, if that was Swiss and Ouija and that, and we dropped, and there's a dude waiting for me with a shotgun and a UMP, they'd be screaming in the Discord. And I also wanted to highlight that I'm using the DP-28, which is particularly vicious in this situation, because you do, like, that's with a 6 times. That is with a full 6 times. Just spraying like a mofo, which is great fun for everyone, especially the guys who run into me. I'm aggressive throughout the course of this campaign, and this static nature of TPP, I mean, I'm not even going to go to the crate. I get there just as it's landed, that's good. Then I'm just going to overlook, and I'm simply here to farm. And there's a guy going to turn up in a buggy in just a second. He's got his teammates coming in another buggy as well, and he's going to get there just in time. And I can't really see him. I can just see his car. So I figure I'll just blow the car up. And then I start hitting him a little bit. He tries to take off, so I change windows. Oh, hang on. His mates turn up 6 times with a DP-28. Watch this. I mean, watch this. That's just insane. I mean, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, PUBG Mobile, with this thing? What's the call? Like, where really is the DP-28's recoil? Did someone just forget to put that in? Like, I can imagine the script: recoil equals dash instead of comma, and suddenly the DP-28 is a god gun. I mean, the Indian PUBG community absolutely adores their boy Mortal, and he is renowned for using this thing. And I gotta say, it is pretty broken. I mean, this is, again, full 6 times. Just churn that thing out. Third party peeking here. So we're 13 kills. This is the beauty of third party. It really favors people that are static in an engagement and is really negatively geared against people that are pushing in. Because the person who is, like, hull down, for lack of a better term, like, I'm below the line of sight for that guy up the top. I'm going to move all the way back around here so these guys down the bottom can't see me. And then I get to line them up, look for the shot, see who I want to clear first. They're, like, silhouetted against the skyline. I wait till he picks up a Gren, and then I just pump him chock full of 7.62. Looking down the alleyway here, I can see that there's 2 guys down there next to that tree, 150. Yeah, DP-28, 6 times, full spray, whatever, mate, whatever. I mean, I can't control that one. I should actually just be kneeling or something, and it would never miss. And there we go, 18 kills. A whole lot of damage. We've wiped multiple squads, and we're not playing possum here for anyone. We're being very, very, very aggressive, because I figure my rating is so low on this bonanza now. I'm platinum something. I mean, it's probably, I'm in the top 50% of the server. Like, congratulations to me. And plus, it's third person, so I get to run all these cool skins, and you can see everything. And, like, looks like an absolute monster. But I really think the focus of this entire thing should be just how stupidly broken the DP is with that recoil. Like, it's just silly. I'm running an M416 and I don't want to pull it out because the DP... And this is one of those great things where you talk about the numbers of guns, right? And I know that the DP's time to kill is just dog awful. But I'm not fighting anyone at 3, 5, 10 meters. I'm fighting them at range. And the DP at range hits more shots than any other gun I've ever seen. It's just, you hold down that button and they all go in like some kind of exquisite missile homing arrangement. It's just like... They're guiding themselves into the bad guys. So what are we going to do now? I'm going to show you there's only 6 people left alive, right? A lesser man. A man who wasn't as brave as me. What is this? I think this could be Copper Wire 8 as a tier. No, honest to God, I think it's like Platinum 3 or something. A lesser man would probably wait and try to figure out where everyone was, but screw that for a game of soldiers. I'm going to show you, this is the funniest end of a game. Okay, so I'm just going to drive around. I'm just going to drive around until they start making themselves known. And as I'm driving along, I hear someone's footsteps. So I immediately just stop. Okay. Where are they? Here he comes. And my computer, my iPad starts playing up, right? I can't get things to work properly at the moment. I'm going to have to buy a new iPad. I'm actually going to, there he is, he's in there. They're wearing the same outfits, which is amazing, right? It's amazing. There's 4 other dudes left. So there's definitely 2 more members of that squad there. This is great. I'm like, okay, here we go. Maybe they're over here. And maybe they're hiding up here near the buildings. I'm going to go and jump in here and hit the tree and work my way around. And I think, you know what? I could do that. I could treat this seriously. And I could... wait for some grub to come snaking forward and spend the next 10 minutes of my life trying to stop the snakes from actually doing something to me. Or I could just get in my car and drive around and try and run them over. Now, remembering that the last 2 guys were over here, right? I'm like, okay, so they should be here somewhere. If those 2 guys are around here, surely the rest of the squad has to be somewhere near here. So what about we just take a tiptoe through the tulips near where we cleared those 2 blokes that were wearing the same jacket and see if we can't find... And lo and behold, there's a bloke in a tree. And directly next to him, there's another bloke crawling around on the ground. And none of them will stand up. They're like determined. So we get the both of them. There's only me and 1 other bloke left. Seriously? And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pull up in the middle of the circle. I can see a dude over there. That's surely... Okay, that's him. It's the last dude. He's snaking around in the grass. Like, everyone just crawls around in the grass at this level. What the hell's going on with you people? What's wrong? What is absolutely wrong with you? Anyway, that's it. 23 kills. TPP, where third-party peeking and absolutely low-risk gameplay exists. 3,464 damage. I'm glad we didn't get a 100 rating on that. We probably didn't deserve it. I had to go and I had to go and take a shower after that. It felt pretty dirty. I mean, let's talk quickly about the DP-28 here. I've figured out that if you actually lead targets by a fairly chunky margin at range, even with a 3x scope, watch this. They just waltz into it. And then you just simply tap it out. Look how accurate that is. That's pretty crazy, hey. There's a whole squad up there. I'm gonna do the whole lot. It seems to work even better in third person than it does in first person. And I can't wrap my head around that, and I can't figure out why. But it honest to God, seems legit. That this thing is just some kind of... See, look at it. Leading the target a little bit, and then just spraying it straight up. There's a guy behind him. I'm just going to clear this guy first. Yeah, DP-28. It's unfathomable how they've allowed this thing to have this recoil profile. I'd also like to point out that all those videos you see of people playing Mini-Zone and that in third person, or Platinum 8 or Bronze 5, where they pretend to be the world's greatest heroes. Like, if I'm able to do this with literally screw all... I mean, I made Ace in third person in Season 2, and I haven't really played it since then. It just goes to show, I mean, some of the people that you see on YouTube that are carrying on, like how good they are and how they put out these world records, They need to pull their head in, mate. This playing against newer players at this kind of tier is just an absolute hoax. I'm Bushka. Love your work, guys. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Hope you're enjoying the ride. I'm really loving life and living large. You guys are the best community a man could ask for. Thanks very much for being part of, part of my journey. Rock on, humans, and as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.